serikali haikuwa na pesa ya kutosha, na bei ile walikuwa njenga nayo kwa sababu hakuwa nalipisha kiwango ya juu iende ikawa walipatiwa wafanye kazi, na kutoka katio kwa uwanja nyingi tumeona wakifanya kazi. Kwa hivyo mimi naomba wale wataenda kuangalia, waangalie bei inakuwa namna gani, na kama bei yao iko chini ni vizuri waendelee kupatiwa kazi wakisaidia kaunti zile zingine. Hiyo ingine nikiwa Central Embu County na sangia mambo ya mjadala wa Senator Aminda, ningeomba wale wataenda kuangalia, kwa sababu tumekuwa tukipatia county pesa nyingi, na mambo ya ambulance ni kitu muhimu sana. Kwa mambo ya afya iko katika ambulance, ndio akina mama wetu wale wajawazito wakienda kusaidia mambo ya watoto, ama watu wakionjeka kule masinani. Kwa sababu unakuta pahali ingine hospitali iko kama kilomita 20, na unakuta vijana wetu ama wazee wetu ama akina mama hakuna pesa ya kukomboa ambulance ama kukomboa magari, unakuta kuna shinda. Kwa hivyo Bwana Spika, kuna njia tunaweza kuangalia, tuweze kuona vile utasaidia, ndio kute kila mwaka kutakuwa county itakuwa inawekewa pesa, ama ile kiwango ya ile pesa county itakuwa inawekewa pesa, ama ile kiwango ya ile pesa.
Mr. Speaker, I have very quick comments on two issues. One is on this KDF issue. I need not say much more than what Senator Ledama Olekina has said, that Ulinzi Construction Company is a legally constituted entity. And even us as Parliament, we've had to procure their services occasionally when you have works that are of an urgent nature. And therefore, our procurement law allows for actually one government entity to contract another without going through the long route of a public procurement process. Because in essence, there's no profit to be made. And if there is, that company is owned by the people of Kenya. However, be that as it may, there are concerns that people may have on, for example, overexposing our military to interaction with citizens and so many other things which perhaps people are concerned about. But the long and short of it, Mr. Speaker, is that there are many countries, China included. Many people don't know that even in most of these Chinese companies that you see in Kenya carrying out construction are actually state-owned enterprises and not private entities. So it is possible for us as a country, Mr. Speaker, to build our own state-owned enterprises that can compete with the very best. We were with you, Mr. Speaker, in Kitui during the Mashujaa Day. You saw that stadium that was constructed in a record 3 months. We had been with you in the same stadium 3 months prior to. If you gave that stadium to Senator Chute's company, for example, Mr. Speaker, you know how long it will have taken to put it together. Anyway, Mr. Speaker, the more important reason I rose to speak, Mr. Speaker, is because of the statement by Senator Hamida on the child trafficking allegation. No dignified country, Mr. Speaker, will want such accusations leveled against it, that there is a certain part of the country where child trafficking, particularly for was happening in Maimahiu. And subsequently, the police issued a communication saying that that documentary had been stage managed, that those people had been hired, and there were people that they had taken statements from. What bothers me, Senator Amida, and what the committee needs to tell us, is how far then have the police gone with that investigation? Who are the people that hired these people to pose for this recording? And why haven't they been taken to court up to now? Because so long as those people are not taken to court, Mr. Speaker, that allegation, which is a terrible stain on the moral fabric of this republic and in our standing across the globe, Mr. Speaker, continue to hang over our head. It is my hope, Mr. Speaker, that the Committee on Security will consider this matter and give us a final finding on it. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Paris, Tobacco.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me also give my contributions on the issue of involvement of KDF in projects in the country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, KDF has a lot of expertise within its ranks in various fields, Mr. Speaker. And it should benefit Kenyans, Mr. Speaker, because they are trained with money from taxpayers. Mr. Speaker, KDF also is a human resource, a lot of human resource that can be utilized within our borders, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's not always that we have KDF going to war or you know, being involved in any missions particularly that are related to security. But I had also wanted, Mr. Speaker, you know, the person, the senator who brought this issue, to know that doing infrastructural projects, Mr. Speaker, is a security measure. Mr. Speaker, even in Marsabit and you know, Northeastern, this, when roads are done, bridges are done, it helps, Mr. Speaker, to enhance security, and so it is allowable. And as it has been said, Mr. Speaker, the law allows it. Mr. Speaker, let me give an example of projects that I know that were done by KDF long time in Kajiado. For a long time, Mr. Speaker, we did not have roads. And I remember before the Isara, Mashuru, Kajiado roadways that were there were done by KDF long time ago, steel bridges, Mr. Speaker. And that is what helped the community for a long time. And so, Mr. Speaker, I don't see any harm in KDF being utilized in the development of the country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, furthermore, it brings the cost down in the interest of Kenyans, Mr. Speaker. And so, Mr. Speaker, personally, my opinion is that it is important that we utilize KDF to do infrastructure across the country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Maureen Tabita.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I do rise to support the two statements from my sister, my good friend, Senator Hamida, starting with the issue of child sex trafficking, Mr. Speaker. 2025, I mean, this is the last thing that as a leader you'd want to actually discuss. It's very disgusting, Mr. Speaker, to imagine that we can be at a level whereby we can be talking about businessmen and women conducting this kind of entrepreneurship, Mr. Speaker, while this country people can be able to embark on. But rather they choose inhumane type of transactions and business using our young, innocent, beautiful girls to make a living. And when one day they depart, Mr. Speaker, we are supposed to read a very beautiful eulogy of someone who was doing this kind of business, Mr. Speaker. These people, Mr. Speaker, should be brought to book. I just heard the majority leader saying that the police report indicated that this was just another content creation, Mr. Speaker. Really? We need that to know who is that who did this content creation or made this kind of videos, Mr. Speaker. They need to be brought to book. That can't just be assumed, then that's it. That's the end of it, Mr. Speaker. The other day we were in Busia for Senate Mashinani, Mr. Speaker. And through Kenya Women Senators, we were able to interact with very innocent young girls who are mothers, who are young mothers, and others who have gone through, you know, processes that sometimes you wonder if you are in this world together, Mr. Speaker. These things are happening. And the security apparatus should move with speed. These are our children. And you never know, one day, one time, that this will be a matter that really touches a close family member. So when we speak as representatives of the people, it's because it's our mandate to voice out about such kind of issues, Mr. Speaker. And lastly, Mr. Speaker,
allow me at this juncture okay, next order.
Order number 8, the Kenya Roads Amendment number 3 Bill, National Assembly Bills number 34 of 2025. First reading. A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Kenya Roads Act and for connected purposes.
Now, Honorable Senators, allow me pursuant to Standing Order 45 to rearrange today's order paper. We will move to order number 18 all the way to 21 before coming back to order number 17. Clerk, proceed to call the orders in that sequence.
Order number 18, motion. Report of the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a petition to the Senate by Mr. Peter Kangwaru Nyaga regarding the plight of the landless in Mudandara, Embu County.
Senator Fak.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I move that the Senate adopts the report of Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a petition to the Senate by Mr. Peter Kangwaru Nyaga regarding the plight of the landless in Mudandara, Embu Sub-County, laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 7th of October, 2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, the petition by Mr. Peter Nyaga regarding, I beg your pardon, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a petition to the Senate by Mr. Peter Kangwaru Nyaga regarding the plight of the landless in Mudandara, Embu Sub-County, laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 7th of October 2025. Now, Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Peter Kangwaru Nyaga presented a petition in this House on the plight of the people of Mudandara sublocation in Embu County. And their complaint was that they have lived in this area for many years, and that sometime in 1960s, in the early 60s, the government, through the Ministry of Lands and Settlement, conducted an adjudication process in that area. In the adjudication process, Mr. Speaker, sir, the true residents of Mudandara were overlooked in the allocation of the parcels of land that are located in that area. And the land was allocated to outsiders who have never been settled in Mudandara area. Mr. Speaker, sir, most of the residents have been there for many years, and they had settled in that area after coming from the neighboring Tharaka County. Now, as a result of this injustice, Mr. Speaker, sir, the residents were deprived of their land, and there have been instant conflicts between the title holders and the settlers. Mr. Speaker, sir, many of the people who are going there to buy land were being turned away by the residents who have settled there for many years. Now, as a result, there have been constant conflicts between the residents and the title owners, and many of the residents have been taken to police, have been charged in court, and this problem has persisted for a long time. Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee, in its consideration of this petition, visited Mudandara, and I was happy that the Senator of Embu, Senator Mundigi, accompanied us to Mudandara, although he had some other official engagements on that day, but indeed he welcomed us in Mudandara and allowed us to proceed with the petition. And as a result of the discussions, we came back and wrote our report. Mr. Speaker, sir, we did invite the CS, Ministry of Lands, and the CS indicated to us that this is a community problem because the people who have been settled there in Mudandara were people who originally came from Tharaka. And therefore, those issues of clanism and issues of indigenousness have taken toll on this related to the Mbere community, which is predominantly in Embu County. Mr. Speaker, sir, we did discuss with the CS on whether the adjudication could be set aside. And indeed, she indicated to us that it could be set aside through a court order. But based on this petition, Mr. Speaker, sir, findings that the whole adjudication area needs to be reconsidered afresh. It needs to be set aside because those with title deeds cannot access the land. And those who are settled there do not have title deeds to that particular land. Mr. Speaker, sir, I therefore move that this House adopts this report so that we can be able to put it to the Ministry of Lands to be able to nullify this adjudication so that those who are properly entitled to this land will be able to have titles and will be able to develop this land for posterity. Mr. Speaker, sir, I invite Senator Beatrice Ogola, a member of this committee, to second the report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Second this motion. And Honorable Speaker, just as the chair of the Lands Committee has stated, this petition came to our committee and we deliberated on it and visited the area. And Honorable Speaker, this cause of landlessness of this community is because it's a form of injustice, Honorable Speaker. As the chair stated, the people holding, Honorable Speaker, which then legally points to ownership, is not the actual people that are settled on the ground. And because of certain historical issues, because the Tharakas are settled in that area. Honorable Speaker, adjudication in this country has at most of tenure, Honorable Speaker. Some of these injustices, Honorable Speaker, is the source of hostilities that clans or communities have between them. And Honorable Speaker, this is a recipe for disaster. It is going to be issues and it must be settled, Honorable Speaker. Other than going through the court, Honorable Speaker, the Constitution allows what we call alternative dispute resolution methods, and this can be used. So, Honorable Speaker, as I second this motion moved by my chair, it reflects back on the nationalism that the former Right Honorable Speaker kept on talking about, that let us think as Kenyans before we think as people from Embu or Tharaka Nithi. Honorable Speaker, land is a natural resource that is given to us. Let us give the people settled in that area their right and sort the injustice that has been meted on them all the years. Honorable Speaker, I second this motion.
Honorable Senators, I propose the question that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a petition to the Senate by Mr. Peter Kangwaru Nyaga regarding the plight of the landrace in Mudandara, Embu County, laid on the table of the 25. Senator Mudigi, Alexander Munyi.
Asante Bwana Spika kwa kunipa nafasi niweze kuchangia mjadala ambaye ni wa mashamba katika kule county ya Embu, na nashukuru sana kwa sababu kamati ya land imefanya kazi nzuri, kwa sababu mimi siku ile walikuwa nakuja huko Embu nikiwa mambo mengi, lakini siku hiyo Bwana Spika nilikubali tukaenda nao mpaka kule Mudhandara. Mimi Bwana Spika nakumbuka vizuri wakati wa siasa kuweza kufika ile Mudhandara, na wale watu ni watu wako na kura zao, na ni watu wamekaa pale miaka mingi, kwa sababu wengine wana complain walikaa kama miaka 60. Bwana Spika, yangu ni kusema wakati tulikuwa na kikao na watu wa radi, Bwana Spika, wale watu walitamuka, walisema masamba iko pale, mimi nikaelewa ni kama wakati wa zamani. Bwana Spika, ile eneo ni kama watu walikuwa wamekataa kwenda pale, lakini wakati wale watu walikuwa wanaganya masamba, Safia ni kama walienda wakaona huko hakuna watu na wakapatia watu kidogo, kwa sababu nisikia kuna mtu mmoja, watu karibu 4. Mmoja ni Walia ako na eka karibu 100, na mwingine Kikuyu ako na karibu 100, na mwingine Mumbere ako na karibu 100. Kwa hiyo ni karibu eka karibu 500, Bwana Spika. Na wakati wale watu walienda wakapatiwa ile masamba, waliondoka pale, na wengine wale wako na kama eka 100 walihusia bangi zingine. Bwana Spika, mimi ilikuwa ni kitu ambaye haikunifurahisha na ni kitu haikufurahisha ile kamati, lakini kama kamati iliona ni vizuri kuweze kuangaliwa njia ile wale watu wanakaa pale waweze kuitwa pamoja na tuweze kufanya amendment ndio waweze kurudi kule chini wale watu wako pale, kwa sababu sheria inasema ukikaa pahali miaka mingi unafaa upatiwe samba, mwenye samba apatiwe kidogo na wale wengine wapatiwe samba kidogo. Kwa Bwana Spika, mimi ningesema kulingana na vile kamati iliangalia na kufanya upelelezi. Na Bwana Spika, seneti ya wakati huu, wakati tulichaguliwa mwaka 2002 na tumekuwa tukiangalia mambo mengi sana. Bwana Spika, mambo mengi imefanyika katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Hata sio Embu, Mudhandara, Mbeere North peke yake, ni sehemu nyingi. Na kama kamati imefanya upelelezi ikaona kuna njia ya kupandurisha, na wale wachache mimbi Mateberi walijipatia eka nyingi, na wale watu wakakuja wakaona samba haina watu wakavamia, yangu ni kusema iende ikawa sio watu wa Tharaka peke yao. Kuna mbele pale wamekaa miaka 60, 50. Ningeomba Bwana Spika, kilio yao iweze kuangaliwa, iganywe ile masamba ndio kila mtu aweze kupata kitu kidogo. Kwa sababu Bwana Spika, kama mtu amekaa miaka 60, ule mtu amekaa kilima pale, ule mwingine ako na duka pale, wengine wanafanya biashara pale kwa miaka mingi, na pia wale watu wako na kura pale ya kwenda kuchaguana kwa hiyo kipindi ya miaka yote. Bwana Spika, mimi naona ni vizuri nikiwa Central Embu County vile kamati ya masamba iliangalia na ikasikia kilio wale watu, kwa sababu Bwana Spika, wakati nilikuwa pale walikuwa watu kama watu karibu 500, ni mboma karibu mboma 300. Kwa hivyo Bwana Spika, mimi nikiwa Central Embu County kama kamati vile imeona na imepitisha, mimi sina njia ya kusema nimekataa, kwa sababu ni kama ile masamba iko na watu kama watu 500, na mmoja ni Walia, mwingine Kikuyu na pia Wambere wengine. Kwa hivyo mimi naunga mkono Bwana Spika nikiwa Senator wa Embu County, Alexander Munyi Mundigi. Asante Bwana Spika.
Senator Chelogei, I'm giving you the opportunity, but first approach the chair. Proceed, Senator Chelogei.
Mr. Speaker, you know, when you talk about land, our lives as Kalenjin community and Africans are intertwined with land. So when you talk about land in Nandi has given us a lot of problems, Mr. Speaker. So when I hear the people of Embu of Mutatara, brought by Peter Kangwaru Nyaga, I feel for them. Because even in my county, Nandi, Mr. Speaker, we have many landless people, squatters. They were not born squatters, Mr. Speaker, but because of sheer neglect, the disease called grabiosis, Mr. Speaker, many people have died. It is so sad, Mr. Speaker, because they say the soul of wit is brevity, Mr. Speaker. We fought in this country against colonialists because of land. It is unfortunate, Mr. Speaker, 60 years down the line, some Kenyans have to live landless or die because of land. Mr. Speaker, I'm speaking because when you go to Coast, they're absentee landlords, Mr. Speaker. When you go to Nandi, when you fly over Nandi, and I've said this 1,000 times, you think we are living in land of Canaan, honey and milk. Because we have created squatters courtesy of the lands that were given to multinational companies without the consent of the great people of Nandi, Mr. Speaker. My people are living like monkeys, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you went the other day, you saw what happened in Angata Baragoi. Trika police officers killed people for demanding their rightful share of the land in Angata Baragoi. Mr. Speaker, you came to Kimwani, and I'm saying this with a lot of pain, that, Mr. Speaker, our people are being killed for land then during pre-colonial era, post-colonial era, and even now. Mr. Speaker, the House should be aware that I lost 2 people in Kimwani area in Tindre sub-county in Nandi County for fighting their rightful ownership of land, Mr. Speaker, in Tindre sub-county. And you know Nandi very well, Mr. Speaker. You have been a great partner and friend of the great people of Nandi. They died, Mr. Speaker. The police even went ahead and shot 6 bullets to a motorbike. Who shoots a motorbike? Many people are injured out of police brutality, Mr. Speaker. The sad reality is independent policing oversight authority has done absolutely nothing to arrest the assassins, the rogue police who killed my people, Mr. And I want to say on the floor of the House, and I've told those people, please, if you want to grab that land, grab it, but don't kill my people. Mr. Speaker, I told, and I want to say on the floor of the House, those people who want to grab Kimwani land in Tindre sub-county, just don't kill my people. If you want to grab that land, grab it, but don't kill my people, Mr. Speaker. Families have lost their fathers, their son, because of land, Mr. Speaker. That land of Kimwani rightfully belongs to the people. Imagine, Mr. Speaker, you are a squatter in your own motherland. Mr. Speaker, we must be fair, and I want to challenge the Committee of Lands, and Senator Faki should be listening to this, that when you go to Coast and Rift Valley, we are facing many challenges of issues of land. There are nowadays squatters called infrastructural evictees. When you come to Ngetip Kong, when you come to Serengoni, Mr. Speaker, my people have been evicted. They are living alongside the forest, Mr. Speaker. You come to Koibem, we have Chepkumya Exchange Program. You have Mwain, Mr. Speaker, in both Mgwen and Jesume sub-county, Mr. Speaker. I want to challenge the chairperson of lands, Senator Fak, to call National Land Commission and demand answers. Why are Kenyans still squatters up to today, 60 years down the line? Why are Kenyans being killed for demanding their rightful share of land, Mr. Speaker? Why are Kenyans, Mr. Speaker? We must be told. Mr. Speaker, we are aware there are leases, and I demanded a statement, and I hope the Committee on Lands, in conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I hope the Committee of Lands will invite some of us to ask, tea leases in Nandi have expired, but the national government, the Ministry of Lands, the National Land Commission are not giving us a way out on what became those tea leases, Mr. Speaker. Number 2, there are many people who have occupied, and the forests have been degazetted. Can we get the catalog, Mr. Speaker? So that my people in Kimwani, people in Ngetip Kong, in Serengoni, Mr. Speaker, in Kapchoro Ward, people even around Tabolwa and areas in Mosop sub-county, Mr. Speaker, cannot live in uncertainty. The National Land Commission, Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, was given an opportunity under the Constitution to rewrite historical land, historical injustices. As we talked the other day, Mr. Speaker, when we were celebrating the life of Raila Amolo Odinga, we were also celebrating Koitalel Samoe anniversary, Mr. Speaker, who died because of fighting for land. Mr. Speaker, we must be told that people like Koitalel, they were displaced there. Some of them are in Oma Bay. What National Land Commission might, that we wish our neighbors Tanzania all the best as they go for general elections, Mr. Speaker. Although, you know, the other day, the former head of state, I cannot mention the name, was chiding Kenyans. But I'm seeing protests are already underway there, but we hope it will be peaceful elections, Mr. Speaker. I'm told the contest there, Mr. Speaker, is between Samia versus Suluhu.
Senator Chalgei, you know, I've listened to you for 10 minutes, and in your subjections, you did not even mention the land in Embu.
I've mentioned, Mr. Speaker.
You went all through to Nandi for 10 minutes, now you have crossed the borders to Tanzania. I will not allow you to do that.
Mr. Speaker, I mentioned.
Senator Mungatana?
Mr. Speaker, I have not concluded. Mr. Speaker, I thought I have not concluded.
You have concluded after crossing the borders. So
No, I want to say either I support the motion or reject.
Then you sit down.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, I think this report is well done, this motion, Mr. Speaker. With those many remarks, I beg to support because it's Suluhu versus Samia. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Mungatana?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to make my contribution on this motion. Mr. Speaker, I support the findings and the report that has been explained to us in a motion well moved by the able senator from Mombasa. Mr. Speaker, I really truly support the fact that the true owners of the land in Embu, in this place called Muthanthara in Embu County, the true owners be given that land. Mr. Speaker, that the senator himself was present to support what the Committee of Land was doing is a testimony that truly that this committee carried out what was just. I also want to recognize the petitioner, Mr. Peter Kangwaru Nyaga. Mr. Speaker, we really appreciate those people who move the Senate in this manner to... Mr. Speaker, can I be protected from my colleagues here so that we focus? So I thank you. I just wanted to say the petitioner has done a fantastic job in bringing this petition to the attention of the Senate. Mr. Speaker, the true facts of the matter is that land adjudication sometimes becomes very unfair to locals who do not know the processes. Mr. Speaker, we have been told here that outsiders came to Muthanthara and they took as much as 100 acres per person, people who do not live in that particular area. The people there, Mr. Speaker, unknown to them, their land was being alienated and their land was being allocated and title deeds being issued without their participation. Mr. Speaker, this problem is not unique in Embu, and it's not unique in that particular area. It has happened in the coast, Mr. Speaker, as it is well documented. While people were living within the coastal area, eking their lives, taking care of their families, people from outside were given titles. And we created squatters in the coast, Mr. Speaker, because again of huge land allocations. The people who are there, the residents are not aware that land is being alienated, titles are issued, and we create squatters. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the committee because they have taken one step forward. We may have so many problems within this country, but Mr. Speaker, I believe in incremental or step-by-step solutions. So what they have done, Mr. Speaker, is to solve one problem, and there may be many others, but they are solving one problem within that county, and I really support what they have done, Mr. Speaker. My prayer is that the National Land Commission will act on this report as early as yesterday, Mr. Speaker. Once we approve it here, the National Land Commission will take its mandate seriously and give us the way forward, where in Kenya we have big areas with big areas of lands, and people think this is our land, but it has not been alienated to them, it has not been titled to them. What should we do? Mr. Speaker, we are facing the same situation in Tana River County. And Mr. Speaker, the only way to do it is to make sure that land is titled not to individuals, but to communities that can be identified living in that particular area. So if community A is allocated land, then, and the land is alienated and a title is given, it would mean that any person from Nairobi or anywhere who tries to get land, he will find that land is already titled. So they have to go to the community for the community to agree to alienate the land for whatever purposes. If it's settlement, if it's investment, they will have to go to the community. And Mr. Speaker, this is the reason I'm taking this floor, to appeal to the National Land Commission, to appeal to the minister in charge of lands and settlement, that Tana River County right now needs a continuation of the process of allocating land to communities, so that community land is allocated to every community that lives in Tana River County. What we don't want is a situation where people from outside, like it has happened here in this petition from Embu, people from outside Embu coming to be given land and being given title. What should happen if the land is not titled? Let the people be given the title. Let the communities that are living there be given title. And Mr. Speaker, I must say, the current minister who is in charge of land had started this process of giving communities in Tana River title deeds. And I appreciate the work she has done. But somewhere along the way, we have not seen other communities within Tana River being given the land. And the land is still bare. And the problem with that is that people can come there and practice grabiosis to the detriment of the people. So I take this floor to urge the minister, to urge the National Land Commission to continue with the process of allocation of land and giving titles, alienating the land and titling it to communities within Tana River County, so that, Mr. Speaker, we can forestall problems like what happened here in this petition, where people from outside Embu came and took land that belonged to the correct people there, and now, 30 years later, they cannot go and settle in that land, and the communities there don't have the title. So, Mr. Speaker, I really want to thank the committee for what they have done. I urge them to process this, follow it, not to leave it just after we finish with approving this motion. They must take the responsibility to go and actually get the result by going to the Ministry of Lands, by going to the National Land Commission, and making sure the people of Embu who had been robbed of their land through some fake processes, they get back their land. I submit. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support that motion.
I now want to call the mover to reply.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank Senator Beatrice for seconding the motion, Senator Mundigi, who is the senator for Embu County, for contributing to this motion, and Senator Mungatana for also contributing to this motion. Mr. Speaker, sir, what happened here was a clear case of discrimination and historical injustice. The ministry needs to go back to, and we can be able to come to Nandi and be able to deal with the issue the way we went to Embu. On Monday this week, we were in Meru, where the Deputy Speaker is the senator, and people were happy. So we need to be moved as a committee to be able to deal with these issues, and we are ready at any time to be able to deal with the issues of land as quickly as possible. Thank you, Senator Mungatana. Also, if there's any government land in Tana River which has not been alienated, please present a petition here, and because the government had vowed to deal with the problem of squatters, we can be able to deal with the issue in as soon as possible. Mr. Speaker, sir, I, pursuant to Standing Order number 66.3, I request for the deferment of putting of the question to a later date. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, Onda.
Order number 19, motion. Report of the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a petition to the Senate by Mr. Robin Kalama and other residents of Marungu in Taita Taveta County concerning threatened eviction from the ancestral land by Holy Rosary Catholic Parish, Mwanda.
Mr. Chair runs.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I move that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee to the Senate by Robin Kalama and other residents of Marungu in Taita Taveta County concerning the threatened eviction from their ancestral land by the Holy Rosary Church Catholic Parish, the Holy Rosary Catholic Parish, Mwanda, laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 7th of October, 2025. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is another case of land historical injustice. The residents of Mwanda, location in Taita Taveta County, had allocated about 80 acres for the parish. However, when the church went onto the ground, they presented a request for 1,000 acres. They presented a request for 1,000 acres, and the 1,000 acres was supposed to be used for the following: administrative center, 2 acres, nursery school and related facilities, 5 acres, primary school with related facilities, including school demonstration farm, 30 acres, secondary school and related activities, 65 acres, vocation center and related facilities, 20 acres, health center, 5 acres, farms, number of families, each with a household family of 4 acres, 80 acres, staff farm, 4 acres, beekeeping, 20 acres, water systems with boreholes, shallow wells and clans and dams, 50 acres, tree planting, 300 acres, animal dairy cows and sheep and goats, 360 acres, police post, 3 acres, housing for orphans, 30 acres, church, 10 acres, sister nuns, convent and farm, 20 acres, all making a total of 1,004 acres. Mr. Speaker, sir, when the adjudication took place, the 1,000 acres which was allocated was composed of land which had already been settled on by the indigenous people of Mwanda location. Therefore, they later came. Speaker, sir, when they complained to the church said that the land now belongs to them and there's nothing that they can be able to do. Mr. Speaker, this land was allocated during the penultimate years of the existence of the county governments in 2010 to 2012. In the second, in the year 2019, was issued in the year 2019 by the national government through the Ministry of Lands and Settlement. Mr. Speaker, when we invited, actually the title was issued in the year, yes, 2020, in December 2020 when the church was issued the title. Mr. Speaker, during the existence of the then Taita Taveta County Council, a motion was presented by the area councillor for the excisement of, and we invited them to review this grant, because obviously there is some injustice, because already that land which was part of the land which was located belongs to the indigenous people of Mwanda, and who have nowhere to go as a result of this allocation. Mr. Speaker, sir, the report is very fair. We are calling on the National Land Commission, because it has a power to review grants, to review this grant, because at the time it was being issued, National Land Commission was already in existence. It was already in existence, and therefore they had a mandate to make sure that the residents of Mwanda location in Taita Taveta County were consulted on the allocation of this land to the Holy Rosary Church, Catholic parish in Mwanda location of Taita Taveta County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg that this report be adopted, and I invite Senator Maruma of the Senate of the County of Taita Taveta to second this report. Mr. Speaker, sir, we visited Taita with regards to this report, and we had a very fruitful engagement with the residents of the area. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Senator Maruma Jones.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to second this motion on the petition by Robin Kalama, who represented the residents of Marungu. Marungu is in Mwanamgangi ward, Mr. Speaker. It is true that the Catholic Holy Rosary Parish of Mwanda approached the people of Marungu wanting to be given land for some development. And as the chair has explained, they came up with a very good land use plan. But when they went to the ground, they had requested for 75 acres, which the residents agreed to. But when the MCA representing Mwanamgangi ward presented the request for land, he requested for 1,000 acres. And the minutes that were provided by the county government of Taita Taveta show clearly that 1,000 acres was granted in 2008. And in 2020, Mr. Speaker, a title deed was given to the church. But from then up to now, we have not seen implementation of any of the projects that were outlined in the land use plan. Part of it, of the land was supposed to be used for construction of an orphanage. Some piece of land was supposed to build a police post. And Mr. Speaker, there were people already existing in that land. There were people already living in that land. And now they are facing eviction because then the land has already been titled to this parish. Mr. Speaker, this issue is not unique to the people of Mwanda Mgangi ward. We went to Meru with you, Mr. Speaker, the other day when a church, the Catholic Church also, had excised and taken over a piece of land meant for vocational training, college, primary school, secondary school, under this same church, the Catholic Church. We also have a situation or a case in Taita Taveta where in 2008, the then Commissioner of Lands gave land in a place called Mwakingali to the Catholic Church again to construct a church and an academy. And there are people who are facing eviction, over 500 of them. There's already an order that is alive, and they've gone to.
Honorable Senators, I propose that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a petition to the Senate by Mr. Robin Karama and other residents of Marungu in the Taveta County concerning threatened eviction from the ancestral land by Holy Rosary Catholic Parish, Mwanda, laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 7th October 2025. Senator Chimera, on this motion.
Asante sana Bwana Spika kwa fursa hii niweze kutoa mchango wangu kwa ripoti hii ambayo iko mbele yetu leo hii. Bwana Spika, kwanza niipongeze kamati hii ya swala la ardhi ikiongozwa na seneta ambaye ninamheshimu sana, mzee wangu Mheshimiwa Seneta Mohamed Faki kutoka kaunti jirani ya Mombasa, vile vile na wale wanakamati wote ndani ya kamati hii kwa kazi nzuri ambayo wameifanya. Bwana Spika, ukiangalia taratibu leo ya biashara ya bunge hii, Bwana Spika, utaona kwamba ripoti nyingi leo zinaweza kuwasilishwa hapa bungeni na kamati hii ya Mheshimiwa Faki kuhusu ardhi, wakiweza kuwasilisha ripoti kadhaa wa kadhaa la swala la ardhi. Bwana Spika, katika maisha yangu mimi nimekuwa nikifikiri kwamba swala hili lote la ardhi, kukosa vyeti vya ardhi, kufurushwa kwa wananchi wetu, nilifikiria ni swala ambalo liko pwani peke yake, Bwana Spika. Lakini ninashangazwa kuona kwamba pia wenzetu kutoka kaunti ya Embu, kutoka kaunti ya Kisii, Bwana Spika, na hata vile vile kaunti ya Mombasa, ndugu yangu Wanafaki, pia wao wana shida kubwa ya swala hili la ardhi, Bwana Spika. Kweli donda hili la ardhi limekuwa donda sugu, Bwana Spika, na hivyo basi ni nafasi kuu ya serikali hii kuweza kuhakikisha kwamba swala la ardhi ndani ya nchi hii, sio pwani pekee, Bwana Spika, kwa sababu mara mingi tumekuwa tukilia hapa kama viongozi wa pwani kwamba siku nyingi wa pwani tumekuwa watu ambao tunaitwa maskota, Bwana Spika, mpaka tumezoea. Mimi mwenyewe, Bwana Spika, ninapozungumza hapa, mimi ni skota pale Kwale, Bwana Spika, na mimi ni kiongozi, Bwana Spika. Kwa hivyo niseme ni furaha kwamba tuko wengi, kwamba ni nchi nzima inalilia swala hili, Bwana Spika, na Waswahili husema kilio cha wengi huwa ni harusi. Kwa hivyo nina imani kupitia taarifa hii na ripoti hizi, Bwana Spika, hususan hii ya Mwanda pale Taita Taveta, kwa sababu ni mahali ambapo nimekwenda, Bwana Spika, na pia kuna ndugu zetu kutoka Kwale pia wanakaa pale Mwanda na wana hatari hii ya kufurushwa kwao kwa sababu ya swala lote hili radhi, Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, vile vile pia tu nikirudi nyumbani niseme kwamba swala hili pia limekithiri sana katika kaunti yangu ya Kwale, Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, ni mara nyingi sana mimi mwenyewe binafsi hapa nimeuliza taarifa kuhusu mashamba mengi ndani ya Kwale hii. Hivi majuzi, Bwana Spika, ni kutaarifu tu kwamba kuna wakazi wa sehemu inaitwa Wasini, Bwana Spika, wameishi pale miaka 50, zaidi ya miaka 50, Bwana Spika, wakijua pale ndio kwao, Bwana Spika. Lakini leo hii, Bwana Spika, kuna watu binafsi ama familia binafsi, na kwa sababu niko katika bunge hili leo na ninatetewa kisheria kama naweza taja majina, Bwana Spika, familia ya Sagaf, Bwana Spika, wameweza kupata cheti cha ardhi ya Wasini pasipo kuwahusisha wananchi wa Wasini, pasipo kuhusisha viongozi wa kaunti ya Kwale, pasipo kuitisha serikali yetu ya kaunti. Lakini wao leo hii, Bwana Spika, wanasema wanamiliki ardhi ya Wasini, Bwana Spika. Vile vile, Bwana Spika, ninapozungumza leo hii, ipo hatari kuu sana ya wananchi wa sehemu ya kule Kuranze, eneo bunge la Kinango, Bwana Spika, ambapo wenyeji wana wasiwasi kwamba wakati wowote wanaweza furushwa kutoka eneo lile, kwa sababu inasemekana yupo bwanyenye ama wenyenye ambaye anamiliki ardhi ile, Bwana Spika. Na Bwana Spika, nataka niombe serikali zetu za county. Ninajua ugatuzi umekuja na najua wamekuwa wakipea kipaumbele masuala mengine, lakini kulingana na ripoti hizi, Bwana Spika, hususan hii ripoti ya Taveta, Bwana Spika, serikali zetu za county lazima wafanye bidii kuhakikisha kwamba swala hili wanalivulia njuga, Bwana Spika, na wameweza kupambana nayo ili mwananchi ambaye hajiwezi aweze kupata haki yake ya ardhi, Bwana Spika. Itakuwa ni makosa sana sisi viongozi tukiwa katika uongozi tushindwe kutatua swala lote hili la ardhi, kwa sababu kila siku, Bwana Spika, tunapata malalamishi ya kwamba sehemu fulani watu wanafukuzwa, sehemu fulani nyumba zinavunjwa, Bwana Spika, sehemu fulani watu wanasema ni maskota, Bwana Spika. Hadithi hii ya uskota, Bwana Spika, nafikiri itafaa ifike kikomo, na nimshukuru sana Senator Faki kwa kazi nzuri hii, kwa kujitolea kuhakikisha kwamba wapo tayari kusafiri katika kila kona ya nchi hii kumsikiza mwananchi na kuhakikisha kwamba anapata haki yake kupitia kamati yake. Lakini Bwana Spika, pia nikukumbushe kwamba baada ya kamati zetu hizi hapa Seneti kufanya kazi zake na kutoa mapendekezo mazuri kama haya, mapendekezo ambayo ni ya kufurahisha, mapendekezo ambayo yanamjali mwananchi, mapendekezo ambayo ni ya kikatiba na kisheria, Bwana Spika, lakini unapata serikali yetu na asasi zake, Bwana Spika, zinazembea kutekeleza haya mapendekezo, Bwana Spika. Itakuwa tumepoteza fedha nyingi za kiserikali, tumepoteza muda mwingi ambapo pengine Mheshimiwa Faki na kamati yake wangefanya mambo yao ya kibinafsi, pengine wangeshughulikia masuala yao ya kisiasa muda ule ili kutupatia ripoti kama hizo, Bwana Spika. Alafu wale ambao wana jukumu la kutekeleza, Bwana Spika, wanashindwa kutekeleza mapendekezo ya kamati zetu za juzi. Kabla tuende likizo fupi, Bwana Spika, tulileta ripoti hapa bungeni vile vile ya kuweza kuhakikisha kwamba kuna fidia na kwamba wananchi wa sehemu ya Ramisi, vijiji vya Nikabu pale, Mkono wa Ndugu na vinginevyo, waweze kuhakikisha kwamba wamefidiwa, wamepewa ardhi mbadala ili waendelee na maisha yao. Na ikawa amri, Bwana Spika, na narudia, amri, sio pendekezo, ni amri ya mahakama kwamba tume ya masuala ya ardhi NLC, Bwana Spika, iweze kuhakikisha kwamba fidia hii imefanyika, iweze kuhakikisha kwamba wananchi pale Ramisi, Kanana pale wameweza kupewa ardhi mbadala ili shughuli zao za kawaida ziweze kuendelea. Lakini la kusikitisha, Bwana Spika, mpaka sasa ninavyozungumza hapa leo hii, Bwana Spika, halijafanyika hili. Je, tujiulize, ina haja gani basi bunge la Seneti hili kuwekeza pesa kuzunguka nchini, kwenda Kilifi, kwenda Malindi, na vile vile pia, Bwana Spika, ninafahamu kwamba pia pale Malindi katika uwanja wa ndege pale vile vile kuna maskota pia zaidi ya 1000, Bwana Spika. Pengine Mheshimiwa kaka yangu Ganda, asante, na wanaishi katika hali ya sitofahamu kwa sababu hawajui kama ni kwao, na wamejenga, Bwana Spika, wanaishi pale, wanazikana pale pale kwa ile ardhi, Bwana Spika. Itakuwa sio sawa kwa ndugu yangu Seneta Mazayo kwenda kutafuta kura tena na swala hili hajashughulikiwa, Bwana Spika. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka niombe tu serikali yetu na serikali za county, ikiwa ni kutenga pesa, hususan serikali za county, kuhakikisha kwamba mapendekezo yale yote ya kugawanya ardhi hii yafanyike, waweze kutenga pesa. Maana tunaona pia kuna ubadilifu mwingi wa pesa ipo haja ya kuwekeza katika kuhakikisha kwamba wananchi wao wamepata ardhi, wanakaa mahali ambapo hawatasumbuliwa na mtu yote, Bwana Spika, na vile vile waweze kupata cheti cha ardhi yao. Vile vile nikimalizia, Bwana Spika, kwa sababu hali yote hii nimeona ni hali halisia nchini mzima, Bwana Spika, niipongeze tu serikali yetu hii ya mseto katika jukumu lake na juhudi zake za kuhakikisha kwamba swala la mashamba limeweza kukombolewa pale Pwani. Nafikiri leo hii wenzangu wapo hapa, namuona seneta wa Taita Taveta yuko pale, watakubaliana na mimi 100% ya kwamba tuko katika mikakati ya kuhakikisha kwamba yale mashamba yote ambayo mabwenyenye walichukua na hawapo yameweza kukaliwa chini, tukaweza kupata orodha ya maswala, ile data kwa afisi ambazo zinahusika, na serikali kuu iwezi, nitaweza kuhakikisha kwamba imefika pale Wasini, Kwale County, pia kuchunguza ile hatari ambayo yuko pale Wasini kuhusiana na swala zima la ardhi. Asante sana Bwana Spika.
Senate Minority Leader, Senator Mazayo.
Asante sana Mstahiki Spika. Mstahiki Spika, mimi pia nataka kuungana na ndugu zangu maseneta ambao wamechangia mswada huu wa mashamba. Kama inavyojulikana katika Kenya mzima, kama kuna mahali popote ndani ya Kenya ambapo kumeathirika zaidi ni mkondo ama ni sehemu za pwani. Mashamba yamechukuliwa kwa hali ya dhulma. Mashamba yao yameweza kuchukuliwa kwa title ambazo ni fake, title bandia. Tokea jadi watu wamekuwa wakiandika title bandia, wakija wakifurusha wakaaji wa pale bila kujali maslahi yao, ama makaburi, ama makanisa, ama misikiti ambayo iko katika yale maeneo. Mstahiki Spika, utaona ya kwamba sasa katika upande huu wa kule Taita Taveta, nataka kujumuika na party leader wangu anapita, kwa hiyo lazima ni patie heshima ya kutosha na taadhima. Kwa hiyo Bwana Spika, mimi nataka kusema tu ya kwamba kwa upande wa Taita vile vile ni watu wameathirika. Kwanza kuathirika na wanyama ambao wanaingia ndani ya mashamba kama vile tunavyoona, na vile vile wale wakaaji wa pale yale mashamba yao kuweza kuchukuliwa, hususan na watu ambao wanajua kabisa vitendo wanavyofanya ndani ya wizara ya mashamba ni ukorofi, ni wizi na ni ufisadi. Bwana Spika, utaona ya kwamba kwa shamba hili la hawa watu wa Marungu katika Taita Taveta, hii yote iliyofanyika hapa ni dhulma. Kwa hiyo sisi tunaona katika maono ambao tunaangalia kwa sawa, ingekuwa vema wale wa Taita wenyewe wanaoketi katika yale maeneo waweze kupewa hayo mashamba, na hilo jukumu hilo hivi sasa likiwa ndani ya Senate, tuna imani ya kwamba kupitia kwa kiongozi ama mwenyekiti yule anayeangalia juu ya kamati ile ya mashamba, ndugu yetu Mohamed Faki, ni kwamba atie mkazo zaidi kuona ya kwamba baada ya hapa haya mambo si ya kulalia, haya mambo si ya kulala, ni ya kuendelea mbele kuhakikisha watu wa Taita Taveta waweze kupata haki yao. Vile vile Bwana Spika, tukisema hivyo ni kwamba mbuga nyingi sana, ukiangalia mbuga za kule Kilifi, hususan pande wa Mtwapa, ukija pande wa Shariani, ukienda upande wa Vipingo, ukienda upande ule wa kule katika Kilifi Gold, na hatimaye uende juu kabisa mpaka Kilifi North, Msabaha huko kote, na Malindi, na kupitia Malindi kwenda huko mbele ya Marafa ambao ni eneo la Magarini. Ukiangalia mara nyingi katika mashamba hayo yamechukuliwa kwa hali ya dhulma. Dhulma ni kwa sababu wale wanaoketi pale wanaweza kuwa hawana ile azma ama akili ya kufikiria kwamba hapa ninapoketi mimi, hapa tulipozaliwa, hapa tulipoishi, hapa ambapo makaburi ya babu zetu wako, hapa ambapo sisi tukiangalia hivi hatuna kwingine kwa kwenda katika Kenya hii isipokuwa hapa ambapo kuna makanisa yetu, kuna maskuli yetu, kuna makao yetu ambayo tunaishi kama mji. Itakuwa ni jambo la kusikitisha hivi leo kuona watu kama hao wanafurushwa bila huruma. Wale ambao tunaweza kuwalaumu zaidi ni kuwa kuna mapolisi maalum ambao wamejihusisha sana na mambo ya mashamba. Ikifika saa ya kufurusha watu wakaaji ama wenyeji katika ardhi zao, utaona hao maaskari hao watatoka hata kama ni Mtwapa, waende mpaka Malindi, waende mpaka Magarini, waende mpaka sijui wapi huko, lakini ndani ya Kilifi County utapata hawa wamekuwa ndio majabali sasa wa kufukuza wale locals, kwa sababu wao wanasema tumetumwa sisi, tuko na karatasi ya kotini. Saa nyingine hata wale maaskari hawaangalii kama zile orders wamepewa kwamba ni bandia, na mara nyingi inatokea kwamba wakitetea wale wanavijiji wanaambiwa wanapata orders ya kwamba hii title haionekani ndani ya Wizara ya Mashamba. Kwa hiyo tunasema tunataka kuweka mkazo dalili hizi ambazo kamati yetu ya bunge hapa ya Senate ikiongozwa ya mashamba, kamati ya mashamba ikiongozwa na ndugu yetu Mohamed Faki Mwenye Haji, ni kwamba kuwe na mikakati mizuri iwekwe ili watu waweze kuitwa na kuulizwa maswali, na wakiweza kujibu kisawasawa, ikionekana kwamba kulikuwa na dhulma na mashamba yao yakaandikiwa watu wengine, ama watu wakatoa zile stakabadhi bandia, basi tunaona kwamba swala kama hili litatuliwe na Wizara ya Ardhi, kuona ya kwamba watu wanaoishi pale mahali wamerejeshewa hadhi zao. Asante Bwana Spika.
Now call upon the mover to reply.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank Senator Chimera for his able contribution to this motion. I also want to thank our minority leader for his contribution to this motion. I also want to thank Senator Maruma for seconding the motion. Senator Maruma is not only a member of the committee, but is also the area senator. When we visited Taita Taveta for this particular petition, he was very helpful in explaining the issues to us as a committee. Mr. Speaker, sir, as you are aware, the land issue in the coast is very thorny. We have seen instances where people are being evicted just because somebody in Nairobi allocated the land to the wrong person. The other day we were in Meru, and we saw for ourselves that the issues that were there, the land which was reserved for the public utilities was being appropriated by the church. But the church, I'm glad they were willing to come and sit down and discuss the issue there. Mr. Speaker, sir, in Jomvu, Jomvu area, the Methodist Church, took about 170 acres of land. And right now they are subdividing and selling it to third parties. Yet, initially the land was meant for use by the church. How does a church become a land broker? This is all a matter of addressing the land historical injustices, and I think the National Land Commission should do more rather than just saying that we are handcuffed. Although they have many cases right now. They have about 1,500 cases, and I understand their term is coming to an end next month. But that does not stop them from working hard to make sure that some of these cases are resolved as soon as possible. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I beg to move that under Standing Order number 66.3, the issue of putting the question be deferred to the next date. Thank you.
Next order. Your request is granted, Chair of the committee. Next order.
Order number 20, motion, report of the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a petition to the Senate by representatives of Mbwambusi land squatters in Babaracho Ward in Kisii County concerning delayed allocation of alternative land.
Chairman, Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources on a petition to the Senate by a representative of the Mabundusi land squatters in Boraracho Ward in Kisii County concerning delayed allocation of alternative land by over settlement or compensation for the ancestral land that was alienated by the government of Kenya for creation of the Kisii Agricultural Institute and Kisii Farmers Training Center, laid on the table of the Senate on